How's it going, everyone? It is Driga. We're back with another chapter of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, chapter 147, Uruha. And the cover page for this chapter has Minerva being a fortune teller on it, which weirdly enough just works so well, especially with her expression. I could totally kind of see this happening now. I would have liked to actually see something in the crystal ball, she's actually predicting someone's fortune, if it was for Sting Rogue or someone that she knows. She seems kind of menacing with her expression, she is predicting something that's going to be kind of bad for someone. Overall, a different cover page than what we normally get, and I think it's kind of fun since it's a character we don't usually get cover pages from. The chapter picks up the same place it left off, with Natsu being defeated by Duke and just everyone having a wild reaction to it. And I think I totally did not think about last chapter, and someone left a comment on the last chapter video that this could be, a illusion, which, reading into the chapter, it obviously is not an illusion, I would say. I mean, it could still be a big brain level illusion, but I think with some of the stuff going on here, I don't know how much of an illusion this might be. So Natsu's defeated, and then you get an additional shot showing Athena is also defeated, and with that, the second version of Athena starts to go attack Gray, which Athena hits Gray with Natsu's flames, which basically confirms that he stole Natsu's magic. Before everyone even fully gets to react to it, Athena follows it up with some Sky Dragon Slayer magic, obviously from Wendy, then immediately following up with some Shadow Dragon Slayer magic from Rogue, which funnily enough, this is not the first time that Rogue's been hit with his own magic, because obviously Gajiel took his, Shadow Dragon Slayer magic from him. So you get shots of Rogue getting attacked, Lucy getting hit with Sky Dragon Slayer magic, and Gray getting hit with flames. And Urza's the next one to go up against Athena, and she just thinks that she must be the one that, beat Natsu, which I'm feeling is a little bit of misdirect. Urza's obviously thinking Athena did it. I don't think Athena did it. I think obviously Duke beat him in some probably BS way, because Natsu was holding his own pretty good against Athena. It wasn't until Duke started threatening that, he lost that fight. Duke has zero chill, man, because he just chucks Natsu's body like it's nothing. And you get Athena attacking Urza, and that just sends her to the ground, and you get a shot of everyone defeated on the ground. And Duke's getting a little bit ahead of himself because he's like, the true Athena has been born, and now I have the ultimate weapon to destroy the dragons. I mean, there's still some Dragon Slayer magic you could take and put into Athena, so I mean, is she really the true Athena right now? And Duke is so excited about this power being in his hands now that he wants to share this power with them by eliminating everyone in that room. Which, very weird wording, because saying eliminate everyone in that room, you're also in that room, Duke, so could Athena turn on you? I have no idea. So we go away from that battle, and I kind of forgot that Sting, Minerva, and Yukino were off doing their own thing. And they're in this forest, and they're looking for the guy that can potentially make a Philosopher's Stone. The area that they're coming up to, that's in this little pond, that's a little shrine or whatnot, is very pretty. I like the look of this area. I think it's kind of a cool area for them to be in. Even they admit hey, this area is pretty cool looking. It definitely looks like an area that you'd make a Philosopher's Stone in. And as they're talking, behind Minerva, there's some plants sprouting up. And those plants start to wrap and bind around Minerva, doing some stuff to her. So Minerva breaks out of that with no problemo whatsoever, and then the vines start wrapping themselves around Sting and Yukino, and Sting uses his Dragon Slayer magic to get out of it, and Yukino summons Pisces, which it is a rare occurrence to get Pisces, let alone Pisces in the human form, so that's kind of cool to see, because that's been a very long time. And Minerva is royally pissed off that you dare touch her with vines. Like, she has the face of like a murderer. She will like stab you in your sleep. And just as she's threatening to burn this whole forest to the ground, the vines start to retreat, and you get someone above them, kind of watching over them. And it turns out that that person that is above them is actually Iruha. And the person that they learned to go to him, about the Philosopher's Stone, is actually his son, which has them pretty much look exactly the same, except they're wearing their bangs opposite directions. And they ask him, can you make a Philosopher's Stone for us? And he just wants to know, well, why do you want one? I will say, straight up telling him that you want to use it to summon a dragon is like kind of a weird reason to like ask for one, because you're like, well, what are you gonna do with this dragon when you summon it? Like, he doesn't ask any of those questions, and he kind of laughs about the proposition of doing this for them, and he's like, well, I can't do it because no one in the world can make it themselves. And he says that he's tried before and it was very much beyond his abilities. Just barely when he was about to say like, okay, I can't do it, and they're like, oh man, this was a wasted trip, you get someone in the background saying, well, what if we tried together? And it turns out it's his son, and now you got father and son. They're gonna freaking do this thing together. They're gonna make a Philosopher's Stone. It's gonna be great. I was not expecting this next part of the chapter, because this is interesting to say the least. So father and son, they're gonna freaking make this Philosopher's Stone together. They're gonna combine their powers, and they're gonna give it a try. So they literally do a Dragon Ball fusion, and they turn into like a owl girl. I actually quite like this girl's design. I think it's a kind of a fun, different design than what we get in Fairy Tail. It kind of reminds me of just like some of the Monster Hunter designs that Mashima has made. And I love the different reactions of everyone here. Like Sting's like, did these two just turn into a chick? And Yukino seems to be super excited about this. Lecter just doesn't know what the flip's going on, and I love that Minerva just straight up does not care. She's like, you know what? I could care less if you're this girl. Just make the Philosopher's Stone already. I am so done with this. And with that, it is the end of our chapter. So my thoughts. If this truly is not an illusion, and this is actually like Fairy Tail losing, this has been a very hot minute since we've had the whole team lose. Very reminiscent of them fighting Hades, where they're all laying on the ground defeated. And it's pretty rare when we get them to lose nowadays. I think really the only way you get them out of this situation right now is if you get Athena to turn on Duke by his weird wording, aka eliminate everyone in this room, and he's also in that room, so like shouldn't that order fall onto him? Hence giving them a chance to escape, possibly, if Athena attacks Duke. I mean, the only people that could really come in to save everyone right now would be Sting, Yukino, and Minerva, because they're the only ones that potentially know where this group of people are. Maybe potentially Gajeel and maybe Loxus potentially, but I don't really see, the majority of people knowing that like this group of people's at Gold Owl. So the Philosopher's Stone part of this chapter, I don't really have too many thoughts on. It was just kind of like, oh, I forgot that we're having this subplot still. I mean, really the only thing that's surprising with it is you get the father and son turning into a anime girl, which is interesting. Otherwise, I think this chapter was pretty meh. There really wasn't much progression happening here, and I don't really have much to add to it, to be honest. So leave your guys' thoughts about the chapter in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and this is Drago, signing out.